Hey everyone, welcome to the Bold and Beautiful 24. I'm Alessio, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you love bold and beautiful, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's dive right in.
Poppy Nozawa destroys Luna over Will Spencer baby scheme. You're unfit. Luna, the daughter of Poppy Nozawa, is subjected to a torrent of rage as a result of her actions toward Will Spencer. Luna will be destroyed and the infant will be taken by the Spencer family, as the mother has warned. A brutal mother-daughter conflict with catastrophic repercussions is imminent. Poppy calls Luna unfit, as mother-daughter war explodes over Will Spencer's baby. TLDR. In The Bold and the Beautiful, Poppy Nozawa confronts her daughter Luna about her plan to deliberately target Will Spencer and become pregnant. She warns that the Spencer family will destroy her and take the infant, while Luna responds by calling Poppy a neglectful mother. The confrontation that we have all been anticipating has finally arrived. Poppy Nozawa is about to unleash absolute fury on her daughter Luna, just when you thought the Nozawa family drama could not get any more convoluted. And I assure you, soap fans, this mother-daughter confrontation will be even more brutal than we had anticipated. The moment Poppy realizes that Luna did not merely unintentionally fall pregnant. Rather, she deliberately targeted Will Spencer in a calculated scheme. The game is over. What transpires when Poppy becomes aware of Luna's pregnancy scheme? The discovery that Luna had purposefully entangled Will Spencer in a pregnancy causes Poppy Nozawa to explode with fury. The mother, who has been absent for the majority of this chaos, abruptly appears with guns blazing, and she is not holding anything back. Poppy's fury escalates to nuclear proportions as she contemplates her daughter's transformation. As per our spoilers, she is characterizing Luna's actions as destructive and declaring her wholly unsuitable for the responsibility of raising a child. Discuss the phenomenon of the pot labeling the kettle black. However, this is the point at which the situation becomes truly intriguing. This is not solely about a pregnancy. This pertains to Luna's ascension to the status of her grandmother, the notorious Sheila Carter. The apple did not fall far from the poison tree. It rolled directly next to it and developed its own toxic branches. This is observed by Poppy. She is cognizant of the circumstances. She is unable to prevent her daughter from becoming the next iteration of Carter chaos. In response to her mother's assault, does Luna withdraw? No, Luna Nozawa does not retreat. She emerges with a bang. Luna lets loose years of suppressed resentment when Poppy insults her by labeling her unsuitable. She is not accepting this assessment without question. No, that is not good. Luna returns fire with both barrels, accusing Poppy of being a neglectful mother who initiated this debacle. I will be a more effective mother than you have ever been. Can you envision? Is the woman who drugged and assaulted Will Spencer while posing as his fiancée, Electra Forrester, anticipating her recognition as the mother of the year? This one is a strong delusion. However, Luna is constructing the stable family she never had in her twisted psyche. She is adamant that this child is the key to her happiness, the Spencer inheritance, and all of her aspirations. The hypocrisy on both parties is astonishing. It is important to remember that Poppy's dark history involves the grooming of her teenage nephew Finn, which is the reason Luna was created in the first place. Despite the fact that neither of these women should be in close proximity to a child, they are currently engaged in a dispute over who is entitled to parent Will's child. Is it truly possible for the Spencer family to destroy Luna? In accordance with Poppy's unsettling cautionary tale, the answer is unequivocally affirmative. This is the most catastrophic aspect of their confrontation. Poppy not only critiques Luna, but she also essentially signs her death warrant by announcing that the Spencer family will never permit her to have a significant impact on the life of this child. Additionally, she maintains that it is for the best. Please allow that to settle in. In essence, a mother is abandoning her daughter to the animals, to the Spencer canines, no less. This is not an idle threat, as anyone who is acquainted with Bill Spencer can attest. This individual is the individual who ejected Ridge from a helicopter. Multiple enterprises were nearly destroyed as a result of animosity. Has a team of lawyers, investigators, and fixers at their disposal. With the ferocity of 1,000 suns, he safeguards his family. Luna believed that bearing a Spencer heir would provide her with leverage. She is unaware of the magnitude of the tempest she is about to enter. Bill does not negotiate with threats to his family. He dispatches them. In its entirety. What is the future of the Nozawa women? Does this imply that Luna has lost everything? Do not be taken aback if this confrontation serves as the initial phase of her decline. Luna has never been more isolated than she is now, as her own mother has turned against her. She is the target of the Spencer Empire. Lee Finnegan is advocating for prison time, and even Poppy has made a decision. And it is not in favor of her daughter. Luna's history of violence may induce her to pursue even more extreme measures, due to her desperation. This is a woman who fabricated her own demise in order to evade the repercussions. What transpires when she acknowledges that she is genuinely alone? Some admirers are speculating that this could result in a whodunit storyline. Luna may not endure long enough to give birth due to the numerous enemies she faces. Bill, Katie Logan, Lee Electra, and even Deacon Sharp have motives after discovering that Sheila is harboring Luna. Is Daddy Will facing double the baby drama as Luna expects twins? The bold and the beautiful spoilers suggest that Luna Nozawa may be expecting twins. Will Daddy Will Spencer be required to deal with double the amount of infant drama? Is it possible that a twin bombshell could exacerbate the current situation and cause further panic? Despite the confirmation of Luna's pregnancy through a succession of at-home tests, there is currently no additional information regarding the baby she is expecting. It is still extremely early in this pregnancy, so there is a possibility that some unexpected developments may occur. Luna will eventually require the services of an OBGYN, and will proceed with the necessary treatment, provided that Bill Spencer permits it. The forthcoming paternity test has been the subject of much discussion, as it has the potential to determine Will's fate, if he is indeed the biological father. If that is the case, Will have a permanent connection to Luna. Certainly, it is conceivable that Will may ultimately establish two persistent connections to Luna. What if Luna ultimately discovers that she is expecting twins? Is it possible to envision the extent of Luna's joy at that insight? Luna, who is likely to be delusional, would likely interpret this as a sign that the universe is supporting her future with Will. Nevertheless, Luna is overjoyed to be expectant with one Spencer child, and would undoubtedly be overjoyed to discover that she is expecting another. Will is aware that it is a significant request for Electra Forrester to embrace all of this. Will would not be at fault if Electra were to permanently depart. However, he genuinely cares for her, and will continue to hold on to the possibility that they can forge a future together. Regrettably, any remaining optimism that Will may be shattered if Luna bakes two of his pastries. The possibility of Luna bearing Will's twins could be so overwhelming that it would force Electra to make the decision to abandon Will. Whatever transpires from this point forward, it is certain that additional surprises regarding infants are imminent. According to spoilers from The Bold and the Beautiful, Will, Luna, and Electra will receive regular updates regarding a variety of spectacular developments. Poppy Nozawa destroys Luna over Will Spencer's baby scheme. You're unfit. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. The explosive mother-daughter war that will change everything. Poppy Nozawa's voice penetrates the stillness like shattered glass, causing the walls of the beach house to tremble. She hurls the words that will forever scar her daughter, her visage pale but burning with fury. Luna, you are not suitable to be a mother. You have evolved into everything that I had hoped you would never become. And with that, the tenuous illusion of mother-daughter unity between Poppy and Luna is irrevocably shattered. The latest fixation of Luna, which began as whispers, has now been transformed into a scandal that has reverberated throughout Los Angeles, from Forrester Creations to the Spencer Empire. The revelation that Luna targeted young Will Spencer in a pregnancy scheme, not out of love, but out of desperation and control, has sparked a new conflict between generations, bloodlines, and moral lines that cannot be undone. The discovery that changes everything. It appears to commence innocently enough. After hearing peculiar rumors from Spencer family associates and Forrester assistants, Poppy visits Luna's apartment. She anticipates drama and perhaps weeping. However, she was unprepared for the reality she encountered. Luna is situated on the sofa, surrounded by printed Spencer family trees, Baby name lists and prenatal vitamins. A Spencer crest is circled in red ink. A positive pregnancy test is situated adjacent to a replica of Will's baby photo on the table. Poppy's pulse ceases to beat. Luna, what is this? She is already aware of the truth, as her voice trembles. Luna's eyes are a peculiar blend of wildness and serenity as she slowly looks up, as if she is certain that the tempest is her fate. Mom, it is precisely as it appears. Will's child will be born to me. And this time, no one can take it from me. The room becomes increasingly oppressive with each passing second. Poppy's eyes widen in disbelief, and rage rapidly replaces shock. You are implying that this was premeditated? You pursued that child, the son of Bill Spencer, as if he were a trophy. Luna maintains her composure. Do not appear surprised, mother. Survival necessitates strategy, as you instructed me. I am merely engaging in the same activity as the majority of the residents of this community. But that single sentence, the smug composure in Luna's voice, is the catalyst that propels Poppy over the brink. Poppy releases years of suppressed anger. You deceived him, Luna. Do you even hear yourself as you sedated him while assuming the identity of Electra Forrester? Poppy's voice cracks with disbelief as she explodes. Do you comprehend the actions you have taken? You have not only ruined your life, but you have also declared war on the entire Spencer family. Bill Spencer is capable of annihilating you. Luna defiantly crosses her arms. Allow him to attempt. I am currently carrying his grandchild. He is unable to make contact with me. Poppy's voice trembles with maternal dread as it ascends an additional octave. Oh, he will certainly touch you. He will bury you in lawsuits, blackmail, and restraining orders until you wish you had never been born. Bill is not a forgiving individual. He eliminates. Luna smirks and shakes her head. You believe that you are cautioning me, but your motives are rooted in envy. I am not the frantic, little cast-off that you were, and you are envious of this. I have a future, mother. I am developing the Spencer name within me. The final sentence is as sharp as a stiletto. Poppy's reputation has been tarnished by allegations for years, including her own moral compromises, her involvement with Finn's father, and the rumors that Luna's conception was not the result of love, but of manipulation. She now observes that history is being reenacted with a frightful precision as she stands in front of her daughter. Poppy spat. You are not permitted to compare your meager scheme to my errors. At least I never sought to ascend a social ladder by targeting a child of power. I am relieved that I did not take someone's identity in order to conceive. Luna, you are not only unsuitable to be a mother, but you also pose a threat to those who care for you. Luna retaliates, asserting, I will be a more exceptional mother than you ever were. Luna loses her composure. She unleashes a tirade that has been simmering since childhood, bringing to the surface years of resentment and suppressed anguish. Oh please, would you like to provide me with a lecture on the subject of motherhood? Where were you, by the way? When the children at school referred to me as the mistake, I wept myself to sleep. Where were you? You were too preoccupied with evading your remorse. I was too preoccupied with the illusion that everything was going well while I was alone, terrified, and humiliated of the truth you concealed from everyone. Her words are poisonous, but they are the result of a profound, chronic wound. Luna's visage is beset by tears as she proceeds. Do you wish to refer to me as unfit? I am unable to comprehend the concept of love because of you. You instilled in me the ability to deceive, manipulate, and feign. I have simply become more proficient in it than you. Poppy's lip quivers, but she is determined not to allow emotion to prevail. You are under the impression that this infant will provide you with relief. However, it will not. You will be irreparably damaged by it. Luna, you are not prepared for motherhood. You are not morally sound, you are not stable enough, and you are not human enough in light of what you did to Will. Luna advances, her body quivering with rage. You are mistaken. This infant will resolve all issues. It will demonstrate that I am capable of affection, and that I am capable of generating something positive. You have ruined your life, mother, but I will not allow you to ruin mine. Poppy gazes at her daughter for an extended period of time before murmuring, You have already achieved it. The Spencer family prepares for war. In the meantime, Bill Spencer is seated in his office at Spencer Publications, where a storm is gathering behind his cold blue eyes, located in the opposite direction. He has already heard the rumors. His youngest son is embroiled in a scandal that has the potential to devastate the Spencer name. Will has divulged the truth, his voice trembling as he recollects the night he believed he was with Electra Forrester, rather than Luna Nozawa. Katie Logan's expression has become pale due to her astonishment. She used drugs on him, Bill. That is not affection. It is a criminal offense. Bill tightens his knuckles. No one targets my family and departs with impunity. Luna Nozawa has been completed. Liam Spencer steps forward behind him, attempting to soothe his father's anger, while covertly fuming. Dad, if Will's assertions are accurate, she is deserving of imprisonment. She is not permitted to assume the role of the victim once more. Not at this time. Bill's intonation degenerates into a perilous growl. Prison would be benevolent. I would like every lawyer, investigator, and reporter who owes me a favor to investigate this. I desire for her to be humiliated, ostracized, and demolished before the child ever breathes for the first time. Katie's voice is trembling. And the infant? Bill hesitates. His iris is the sole indication of humanity. I will raise that child if it is mine, my blood. However, Luna? She is refraining from approaching it. And with that, Poppy's prediction was realized. War has been declared by the Spencer family. Sheila Carter and Lee Finnegan entertain the fight. The scandal is rapidly disseminated. Lee Finnegan promptly confronts her sibling. She charges into Poppy's residence, her body trembling with fury. You have consistently accused me of being excessively harsh on Luna. However, consider the consequences of your permissive parenting. Lee hisses. You continue to anticipate that individuals will sympathize with your daughter, despite the fact that she has drugged a man, stolen his future, and is currently carrying his child. The weight of humiliation presses down on Poppy's shoulders, causing them to sag. I do not anticipate sympathy, Lee. I merely wish to prevent her from destroying herself. However, Lee is not interested in redemption. Then assist me in obtaining her conviction. Poppy, she is perilous. She requires psychiatric treatment, not a nursery. Their argument degenerates into anarchy, as Lee threatens legal action and Poppy implores for additional time. However, the situation undergoes an additional unexpected development when Sheila Carter herself enters, having observed the disturbance. Sheila cautions in her uncanny calm. She is not the only one who requires assistance. You are mistaken if you believe that confining Luna will prevent this. This is intrinsic to her. It is the Carter curse. It cannot be remedied through medication. Lee, in a state of revulsion, turns to Sheila. Do not attempt to transform this into one of your redemption speeches. This is also your responsibility. Every generation that you touched was contaminated by your toxicity. Sheila directs her gaze toward Lee, but she exhibits an unusually empathetic demeanor toward Poppy. Perhaps it is time for us to acknowledge that we all failed her. It is possible that she requires a mother who remains optimistic about her potential for redemption. However, Poppy, torn between guilt and wrath, shook her head. No. No longer. She determined her course of action. The twins' bombshell. Double the chaos. Days later, Luna is alone in her physician's office, her hands quivering as the OBGYN completes her ultrasound. The monitor emits 2 meager heartbeats. 2. The doctor offers a cautious congratulations, Luna. You are expecting twins. Luna's eyes are filled with tears that are a mixture of dread and joy. She murmurs, 2 Spencers. They will possess everything that I have never accomplished. Her delusion becomes more profound. In her mind, these infants are her destiny, her safeguard, and her testament that she is not like her mother. However, to the rest of Los Angeles, it serves as affirmation of their most apprehensive fears. Luna's fixation has increased. Poppy nearly collapses upon discovering the information. Twins. She breaths, grasping the counter for support. Oh my God, Luna. What have you done? However, Luna's expression is eerie, bordering on triumphant. This is the universe's way of informing me that I am destined for this. Mom, it is destiny. Will and I will jointly nurture these infants, and we will form a family. You will observe. Poppy's speech abruptly ceases. No, Luna. You will not constitute a family. You will be included in the Spencer family archives as a case file. Bill will assume responsibility for those offspring. Without your assistance, he will nurture them. And for the first time in my life, I will not impede him. Luna's irises become icy. Subsequently, you are also deceased to me. The final straw of Electra Forrester. As the Nozawa's self-destruct, Electra Forrester confronts her own heartbreak. Will makes an effort to connect with her. However, each time she gazes at him, Luna's expression flashes before her, a symbol of the betrayal, humiliation, and utter madness that is the situation. Will implores, Electra, please. I was unaware that it was her. I was under the impression that she was you. I assure you that I did not. Stop! She shouts. Are you even aware of the absurdity of that? You engaged in sexual intercourse with an individual who assumed my identity, and she is currently expecting twins. Well, there is no turning back from that. Not for us. Will's tears flow readily. You are my beloved. Electra's voice breaks as she shakes her head. Subsequently, you ought to have recognized the distinction. The door slams on the final fragment of his innocence, and she leaves him standing there. The aftermath, Poppy's breakdown and Luna's final descent. The aftermath disseminates like a conflagration. Luna is suspended indefinitely by Forrester Creations due to behavioral concerns. Bill Spencer's attorneys submit an injunction, requesting a DNA test and full custody upon birth. Lee Finnegan commences to murmur to hospital board members regarding Luna's instability. And Poppy, her remorse consumes her, and she vanishes from public view. One evening, her friends discover her inebriated and weeping in her vehicle outside Il Giardino, murmuring, I attempted to prevent her. I attempted to prevent her. However, Luna's defiance only intensifies. In her distorted mind, she is the victim, a woman who is misunderstood and is fighting for affection. She commences the recording of video diaries, in which she addresses her expectant twins. Everyone is against us, but Mommy will protect you. Mommy is more resilient than they realize. Viewers are left in a state of awe by the conclusion of the week. Luna is being dragged away by security officers as she stands in the rain outside Spencer Publications, clutching her stomach. Her mascara is streaked and her hair is soaked, yet her voice is eerily calm as she shouts, You cannot take them from me. They are mine. Bill's expression is expressionless as he observes from his office window. He murmurs, Certainly we can. And we will. What happens next? Who will save Luna? The upcoming weeks are expected to have even more sinister developments. Inside spoilers suggest that an enigmatic benefactor may intervene to assist Luna, asserting that they comprehend her anguish. Could it be that Deacon Sharp is experiencing remorse for having provided Sheila with shelter years ago? Or is it possible that Finn is torn between his fealty to Steffi and his compassion for his unstable half-sister? And what about Sheila Carter? Will she genuinely abandon Luna? Or will she opt to safeguard her granddaughter's legacy, regardless of its perversion? There are rumors that a shocking hospital confrontation could occur when Luna's pregnancy takes a perilous turn. It is conceivable that one of the twins will not survive, and Luna may experience a complete breakdown in her grief, which would compel Lee, Finn, and Poppy to make an impossible decision. As she exits the building, Poppy's purse crashes to the ground, and the rain lashing her face serves as a form of retribution.